Hey guys, Neale here from Biz and Social Hub. Welcome! I am so thrilled and so excited to be creating the first Canva tutorial because it's something I get asked about a lot, especially by my private clients and those who are inside my programs. And so I thought, why the heck not show you guys how to create content inside Canva, do some little tutorials for you. So today's is the first one, and what we're going to be covering is content pieces, social media pieces. So the dimensions are all done for us. We just need to select the template. And so I'm going to teach you how you can create great content for Instagram and Facebook and any other social media platform via Canva. So come on, let's do this. All the time. So Canva, if you've never seen Canva before, I'll give you a quick rundown on what it's like. So you've got down the left-hand side all of these things here, your profile, and then across the top here we have all of the custom dimensions that Canva offers us, and then you can see that I've got lots of creations I've already done sitting there. So to create a design, we can actually look through so many options and templates to get such great content together. And you know, I think Canva has done such an incredible job creating what they have. So we're going to go to the social media section here. So I'll just go back to the home so you can see where I went. So I just clicked create design. You can click it from the top here, but if we click create design, we go down in here and we've got animated social media, Facebook video, Instagram post, Instagram stories, Facebook post, stories, etc. So there's a social media post here and an Instagram post here. Look, I think it doesn't really matter. They may have different templates in there. I usually just go with the social media if I'm using it for both platforms, seeing as Facebook is a little bit smaller, so it depends if you're doing paid adverts or not. You may want to use the Facebook post. So I'm just going to click the Instagram post. For argument's sake, we're going to be talking about Instagram today, and it's definitely where I've had most of my online success, and I teach that in my Let's Get Visible program, how to create a personal brand on Instagram that sells. So if you go down the side here, so we've got a blank page right here now, and down the side here we've got so many templates and options that we can actually use already done for us. Now I'm going to show you both using a template and being on a blank page as well, because I think it's great to have both options. And so if you're really new to the design space and you feel like you've got no creativity at all, this is where you start. It's incredible the designs they have now. When I first started using Canva, they definitely didn't have as much options. So even if you're looking at doing like a quote, there's an incredible one just there already that you can use. So maybe we will click that one here. So what you can see is it's already given you the layout perfect for you. And if you've been trying to create great quotes, this is the place to do it. So what we're going to do, you can see this is already done. We're just going to double click the text so that we can change it. So we might write offering health coaching discovery calls. You could say offering free. Whoops. And we'll just drop that down. So you can see straight away, it's not a quote obviously, but that's what we could do in here instead, and you could actually remove that if you wanted to. And then what you've got is that there. So we can change the background square as well, which is up here. So all our colors and everything are here. So I have my own branding in here as well for things that I create, but you can just use what's in here if you don't have the paid version. Canva has both paid and a free version. Now the paid gives you more options for branding of your own things and adding in your own fonts. It also gives you more images and elements to play with. However, I believe there is enough in the free version when you're first starting out, and unless you really want your own branding, I don't think it matters. So we could just pick a color, so something here. Now, if that's too blue, we can actually, not the blue we want, we can actually click this rainbow square up here and we can pick whatever blue sort of color that we want to have there. We can also come across here to the top bar, and you can see these little checkered squares. This will change the opacity or the transparency of the color. So you can have it really light, or you can just have it the full color. So sometimes you might be overlapping, you might want to change that up. So we'll just leave it as the full for now. And then you can definitely double click in here and put whatever it is that you want, your own name, or you could even put DM me for more details, something like that, which is really cool. And then you've got this real simple thing. We could add an element. So elements are really cool. This is where we can put in anything. We can see recently used stuff, or we can pick some of our own as well that we haven't. So we might even have a look and see there's some sketch fruit here. So we could click on one of these that may feel relevant or that we love and want to use. And then to change it, we just drag it around the screen. I highly recommend too that you use Canva on the computer when creating stuff as well. It's not as good on the app on the phone, unfortunately. So we could just put that there and we can leave it that color, or we can click it and, oh, we don't have the option. Okay, that's what I was going to say. So some of the elements only come in the color that they are, and they don't have the option to change the color, whereas some do. And also, if you're worried about the font here being overlapping, which I like the look of, you can bring it in though and do it like that. So then now it's in the box and it changes it completely. I don't mind having it with the overlapping, so something like that. So already we have a pretty cool image that looks great and looks professional to go on Instagram. So let's do another one. So we'll just add a page here so it's blank, and I might just show you another template just so, where are we? Templates, just to get the idea of like something that's more creative, got more in it that you need to change. So let's see, something like this. And so what you might want to do is change that image in the background but still have that template. So we've got photos up. So these are all your options down the left-hand side here. So photos is going to give you photos that are relevant. So again, I'm going to use the health coaching example because a lot of my clients and audience are health coaches or in the health and wellness space. So I'm just going to type in healthy food, and it's going to bring up lots of cool options. Now, this is where if you only have the free version, you just want to click free because then it's going to bring up all of those. I have pro, so I'm going to click that as well, but that will give you more options. And I'll show you if you remove that and apply the filter, you've still got so many great options. So this one looks cool. So now, how do you get it into the backdrop here? Now you can do two things. You can delete it, and then you can put it in yourself, or you could overlap what was there. So I think there you go, you've got that great image. If you want to, you can drag it up more. Oh no, it's over that. Okay, cool. So what do we do to get that black bit back in front? You can see that this is at the front now. So position to the right-hand side here enables us to move the image forward and back. So we want it to go backwards so the black is over the top. So we can move it back or we can move it forwards like that. And now you can see it's gone underneath as well. So we want to change the font. So we're going to double click, highlight the font, and we probably want it to be a different color so we can read it. And then we could write whatever we want. Eating healthy, oops. Eating, oh, this didn't change the color. Eating healthy food makes you feel good. Oops. And so we'll just highlight it again and click the black there and then click off. So, okay, so this is a good point here. So we can't see that. What you could do here, if you like that, there's two things you could do. You could click that, the image, and then go to that transparency we played with before, and we can change it up like that. And now you can see it. However, what I would love to do in this situation is go to elements, find a shape, probably a square one, drop that in. We will change the color. So we'll go up to the color palette and we'll just pick this color first choice. What we will do is then bring it in to where we want it to be seen, like this. But now we've lost the image behind it, right? So I'm going to make it see-through, just like that. And then what you could do is drag it out off the edges as well. And then you've got that. And you can play around with where that fits. And if you don't want anything here, you can remove it, or you could put your so your Instagram handle just in there. Cool. Okay, awesome. So you're getting some ideas there. Let's do one more. And so what I'm going to show you is from blank. Now, elements is the place to be. So I love grids. Grids are my favorite, and they have, so grids and frames. They have so many great things now, especially for social media. Like you can see here, they've got a computer screen, a laptop, an iPad, an iPhone. And so what you can do is actually drop that into your transparent, like into your blank template, and you can actually change the colors of the iPhone at the top here. So I could make it my branding colors if I wanted to. I can change that to lighter pink, and it starts to change it. Now, what is cool about this is when we go down the left-hand side, we can actually upload our own images to insert into the phone, so it looks like it's been screenshot as a phone. And a lot of people are like, oh, how do I do this? How do I make this happen? So what you want to do is screenshot on your phone and then send it to the computer, whether you airdrop it. So you can send yourself a message in Facebook, and then you can save it from there on your desktop, and then you're just going to upload it in here. You can drag it from your desktop straight in, or you can just click the upload image button. And you don't necessarily have to have a screenshot. Like I could have myself and click on that and drag it in, and then I'm inside the phone. I think though for this, it is really cool to actually have something that looks like it's on the phone. So for example, I could use my Instagram. So what happens is when you have an uploaded image, it will come onto the screen, and then you just drop it in, and there you go, it's in perfect alignment. Now, something you want to remember is if, say, I wanted to add this image in as well, see how it's trying to go into the phone, and I can't, like, we've just lost the other one. So you can use this little arrow up in the left-hand side here to go backwards. And what we can do, or you can just delete it, but what we can do is lock this over in the right hand side over here where the tools are. We can actually lock the phone. So now if we're bringing any other images onto this template, it's not going to go in there, and I can just play around and have it like that. So another cool thing you could do with this is you could go to the elements, and what you can do is actually search for things. So I might have blob, because I want to put something behind the phone. So you've got all of these cool options, right? So there's a splat one there, like a paint splat, and you can just, there's an actual blob. So there's lots of cool options, but say I pick this one, again, you can change the colors. So I'm just going to do my branding, and I can just put that across. And remember how we drop it behind? We go over to position up here, and we click backwards. So we want to go all the way to the back. And now you can see it is behind the image. So we could just move it to that side there. And now you can see how it's starting to come together. And so you can add so many cool features inside here. And now you can actually add animation as well. And it just becomes a little video to add as well. But you can just go in and find some little elements that I might add some cherries because they're quite cute. And again, I might change those so they, you know, look more like my branding or whatever I like there. So we can actually change that. And then I could, you know, add it over here or something like that. So you can start to see it come together nicely. And then you want to add some text. So when you're creating your own you know, Instagram content and things like that, I always suggest you put your branding on there. So if you just go into, I've just did that too quick for you guys. So down the element side again, we're just going to click text, and you've got all of these options. Now they do have templates. I never use these. I just use these three here, and I just click that and it drops onto the screen, and I just drag it out, and then I type in what I want to have. And so that's my handle. Again, we double click that, and then we go to fonts. So I've got my uploaded fonts here that I use personally for my branding. And so I will just pick whichever one I want to use for that. And I mean, you don't need to have your own branding. There's hundreds of fonts on here. It's incredible. So you can just pick whatever you like. So let's just say we use this one. We'll just make it bigger like that. Oop. So you can actually highlight it and pick what size font you want it to be. But I find that it's really easy to just drag it. They didn't used to have this feature, and now they do. So you know, you can put it wherever you like. I can put it there. I can even rotate it. So this little thing here, when we've highlighted it, allows it to rotate to 90 degree angle, and then it can go alongside that. So you can see that it's starting to come together like an actual image that would be great for social media, right? So I think get in and just play with some templates, play with some, you know, different grids and things. Like, I'll just do one more quickly for you. We can go to photos and grids just for you to see. So if we click this one, it's going to give us a grid and it gives us the whole one. So that would be easy for a photo. But what I want to do is bring it across so we have white space that we can actually write text in. So we just move it and adjust it. And then we'll go to the photos option again and say, we'll just type in ocean. And you can see all these different things come up. There's just so many options. It's beautiful. And so let's just say we'll use the hand. Again, we drag it in and there you go, you've got that. And you could even add other grids around that as well. Remember to drop it in. This one you don't need to lock, but we could put this in the middle here and I could go back and have another beach picture right there. And so you can see the grids really allow you to have a great style for it. So you can do that. And what I love too, you can actually see where the middle of the grid, the template is. So you're getting everything in alignment as well. So the last thing I guess I want to show you is how you save it. So we go up to we can call it whatever we want here. So let's just say template tutorial, of course, and then we'll go to the download option up here. So download and share link is if you want to share it with someone that you want to edit, but I don't use anything else. I just click download. Now, because we've done so many here, maybe you only want this number 3. You can see page 3 here, right? So we'll go over here and we will look for the page that we want to download and we will click it. So now we're only downloading page 3. And we want to look at using a PNG or a JPEG file. I always use PNG unless I want a PDF version. And if you did add those little moving characters and elements, then you'll want to click video so that they move for your Instagram post. So I just click PNG. And then the other thing is a transparent background. Now this is if you're creating logos and things like that. If I wanted this to have no white background and just be an image like this that I can drop into something else, then I would do a transparent background. So I use that a little bit too. But we're today just going to do that, download that as it is. So it's just going to download it. And then what we will do is then send it to our phone via AirDrop, or we'll use a Facebook Messenger as well. So we can actually have a look at what that looks like on the screen. And there it is. That's our image that we created. So it looks great. You can see that it really does look professional when you start playing around with things properly. So I hope today's tutorial has been amazing for you. What happens now is you just click it out, and if we just update this page, if we go to home, you'll now see your design is sitting here with the other ones, which is really, really cool. So then you can go back in and you just click it, and you'll be able to edit them again and again and again, because say you wanted to reuse, you know, this here and change the color or change the details, then you can just do that there. So I am excited to be bringing you so many tutorials, and I really hope that you've enjoyed today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. So be sure to share this if you have found this to be extremely useful for you, for anyone else that you know that is struggling to create cool content on Instagram. And yeah, just tag and share. That's what we want to do. We want to inspire each other to be better and